for 15 years I lived with a disability, which meant I couldn't walk without use of elbow crutches or using a wheelchair, and I was in incredible pain when I walked. The whole of my right lower leg was badly affected. So here I am in the Lake District, and what a fantastic view that is. And this is the sort of thing that I missed out on for 15 years. Not that I didn't see the views driving round, particularly living so close to the Peak District, but it used to really tug at my heartstrings that I couldn't do the walking. I would see these wonderful hills that were begging to be walked and to be walked by me, but I couldn't do it because of my disability. Piece by piece, Caitlin worked upon the physical side of things, the emotional side of things, the physiological side of things, and then in a way the weird side of things, the geopathic stress work, the mental side and the spiritual side. Every single session there was just something beautiful that happened with the healing with Caitlin and with Spirit there. But I think it's hard being really happy when you live in such a lot of pain. My face was constantly like a grey colour, very drawn, and just not a overly happy person, but I did what I could within that. After 4 hours of work with Caitlin, all the pain that I'd got, which was a hell of a lot, had gone. I could touch my foot without yelping, somebody else could touch my foot without me yelping, and it was truly, truly incredible. I used to see an osteopath regularly, seen her for 12 years, so I knew her really well, she knew me really well. And I went to see her after 4 sessions with Caitlin and to say, look, all the pain has gone, I want to share this with you. And she looked at my foot, worked on my foot, and just worked on the rest of me as she would normally, and just said, well, I don't know what Caitlin has done to you. She said, but there's some very, very deep physiological changes here. She said the small of your back has always been like a piece of string with knots tied at regular intervals. She says all of that's gone now and there's real elasticity there. She says, Shirley, you've never had elasticity in that area all the years I've known you, and that has really changed. She said in your foot it's no longer fixed in that downward position, and she was just bowled over. I needed to be able to start to walk again without using elbow crutches, and I didn't know what to do. I would stand there and Caitlin would say, right, okay, walk now, you know, take a step. And I just didn't, my brain didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to walk unless I'd got 2 elbow crutches, one in each hand. And I was just like glued to the spot. So Caitlin had to work out how you walked, how one walked, and broke it all down into stages, and then just did a little stage at a time with me. But she also had to do some hands-on healing work on my head to look at the brain connections that were needed in terms of telling you to walk. So we spent quite a bit of time learning how to walk on the flat first of all, and then I didn't know how to walk on steps or pavements, going up a pavement and things like that. So all of that was broken down. Each session there was just something wonderful and exciting to look forward to, and I couldn't wait for the sessions. I remember the day vividly. I stood outside in my own garden, and I'd been doing this day after day and nothing happened. And this particular day I'd put my crutches down and I stood there and I walked the full length of my garden, which is a reasonable sized garden, and walked back again, and it was truly, truly amazing. I rang Caitlin and said, oh, you know, it's absolutely amazing, guess what I've just done? I've just walked on my own, there's nobody with me, and I'm going to go outside now, I'm going to drive somewhere that I know nearby and just see what it's like out there. And I bumped into my GP, and my GP had been supportive initially, but then she'd said that I should give up on the healing work because I was going to be very disappointed. I was doing better than I was at that point, than I had been, and that I should just forget it, go back to work and just settle for what I'd got. and I just refused and said, no, this is the quality of the rest of my life, I'm carrying on with it, with or without your support. So I bumped into her, and she was just, as we say in Yorkshire, gobsmacked, her mouth wide open, watching me walk without any crutches, without any aid, and with a fairly sort of some sense of confidence. And I'm walking along and she's just watching me, and so we had a brief word. She was very impressed, and she went about her business, but I kept looking round, and she just constantly kept sneaking looks at me to make sure I was really walking. I'm sure that's what she was doing. So that was a fantastic, amazing day, and it's just been an amazing journey. And throughout all that, getting fit and sorting things out, I've been able to not just walk, everyday walking, to go shopping and everything, but more importantly to me, I've always been an outdoor gal. I've been able to go walking into the hills, and I've walked various walks in the Peak District because I live very near to that. There's some beautiful walks there. But 2 years ago I did the Northern Coast to Coast walk, 194.8 miles I think it is, and that was truly amazing to say that I'd done that. Last year I did some of the Northwest Coastal Path, Cornwall Way, and this year, in fact next week it is, I'm going walking in the French Alps, and really looking forward to it.